Walk onto a modern dealership lot and you step into a financial trap. The average price of a new vehicle is pushing $50,000. And to make that number look manageable, dealerships normalized stretching payments across 84-month loans. That's 7 straight years of debt for a depreciating asset. The modern vehicle has effectively become a depreciating data collection node. Every modern vehicle comes standard with an always-on cellular modem. It logs how hard you brake, how fast you accelerate, and exactly where you drive. The manufacturer packages that telemetry and sells it to data brokers, who then route it straight to your insurance company. Researchers at the Mozilla Foundation recently audited 25 major car brands for data privacy. All 25 failed their minimum security standards. And as that pie chart shows, 84% of those manufacturers reserve the right to actively sell your personal information. The policies are incredibly aggressive. Subaru's privacy agreement assumes that simply sitting in the passenger seat of their vehicle constitutes your consent to data collection. Tesla openly warns that if you try to opt out of data sharing, your vehicle could suffer from reduced functionality or become completely inoperable. Purchasing a new vehicle now means paying a massive premium to become a tracked, monetized product for third-party brokers. Automakers distract buyers from this extraction with massive, glowing touchscreens. Consolidating climate controls, radio, and navigation into one large piece of glass is a manufacturing cost-cutting measure masquerading as a luxury upgrade. It is significantly cheaper to install a single screen than 30 individual copper-wired analog switches. When that screen delaminates from sun exposure or a cheap internal processor fries from a voltage spike, you lose access to basic vehicle functions. The repair bill for a replacement infotainment module easily runs into the thousands. This consolidation happens under the hood, too. Historically, the gas pedal connected to the engine's throttle body using a physical steel cable. You press the pedal, the cable pulls the plate open. Today, manufacturers use drive-by-wire systems. The pedal is just a spring attached to a sensor. That sensor sends a digital request to the powertrain control module, the PCM. If the PCM detects a glitch in networked sensors, it overrides the driver entirely and forces the vehicle into limp mode to protect the engine. By digitizing the cabin and the drivetrain, manufacturers have created a closed loop. Owners are effectively funneled back into the dealership's proprietary service ecosystem for repairs that used to be handled in a home driveway. A growing faction of engineers, mechanics, and financially disciplined drivers are quietly opting out of this system. Instead of financing new models, they are intentionally hunting down 20-year-old analog cars. They target a specific window of manufacturing known as the Golden Era, running roughly from 1996 to 2008. The starting line is 1996 because that is the year the federal government mandated standardized OBD2 diagnostic ports in every car sold in America. Vehicles from this window hit a perfect mechanical balance. They feature reliable essentials like electronic fuel injection, standard anti-lock brakes, and safety airbags, but they carry 0 cellular modems, no massive touchscreens, and no over-the-air software updates. Today, automakers use cybersecurity and data privacy claims as a shield to lock independent mechanics out of accessing digital repair tools. If a sensor needs recalibration on a new SUV, you are often forced back to the dealer. This lockout strategy is exactly why the Repair Act was revived in Congress in 2025. A massive federal legislative battle is currently fighting automotive monopolies just to guarantee independent shops get basic access to repair software. Diagnosing a Golden Era car doesn't require lobbying Congress. It requires a $20 scanner from any local auto parts store. These vehicles bypass the entire right to repair crisis because they predate the proprietary software locks that require acts of Congress to break. You buy the car and you actually own the machine. A common hesitation is that a 20-year-old vehicle is a disposable liability, one broken belt away from the scrapyard. To test that assumption, researchers at the Oak Ridge National Laboratory conducted a massive statistical analysis tracking the scrappage and survival trends of U.S. light-duty vehicles over a 17-year period. This chart plots median survival age of vehicles from 2003 to 2019. Upward slopes confirm vehicles are lasting longer. Blue points show passenger cars' expected lifetime climbing over 17 years. Gray triangles track pickup trucks, stretching to a full 25 years. The data confirms these vehicles are resilient mechanical assets that successfully bypass planned obsolescence. So what exactly are these drivers looking for? The undisputed king of this analog loophole is the Ford Panther platform. This chassis was engineered with body-on-frame construction, designed to survive the most abusive high-mileage duty cycles on the planet, police interceptor fleets and city taxis. Because they were sold as fleet vehicles, replacement parts are stocked everywhere and cost almost nothing. And civilian versions, like a pristine, garage-kept Mercury Grand Marquis, share the same bulletproof V8 engine. The Panther platform isn't alone. Drivers are also hunting down early 2000s four-cylinder Toyota Camrys and older General Motors trucks built before active fuel management systems began destroying modern engine internals. Targeting these specific analog legends allows buyers to bypass the modern automotive market entirely, choosing proven, over-engineered durability instead of experimental technology. The financial execution is incredibly straightforward. You save $5,000 in cash and buy directly from a private seller, avoiding an 84-month loan on a depreciating $50,000 asset. That cash purchase entirely eliminates the hidden costs of modern ownership. There is no financing interest, there are no predatory dealer markups. And without a cellular modem broadcasting your braking habits, you avoid the inflated insurance premiums driven by data harvesters like LexisNexis. You know you've successfully severed the data pipeline when you see the physical indicators of control: mechanical climate knobs, a steel transmission cable, and a heavy metal key sliding into an ignition cylinder. Hunting for an analog vehicle reflects an understanding of the true long-term costs of modern technology. A vehicle belongs in the category of a mechanical asset you own outright, free from the surveillance and subscriptions of the modern market.